Hello? Are we rolling? Alright. It's springtime on the ranch. The days are getting longer. The work is getting sloppier. And the manure is piling up. Let's go. This is episode 29 of Elk Mountain. How's it going, everyone? Up early this morning. Little after 5 o'clock, and the sun is up, and so are we. Should be a nice day today. And it is our first day that we can plant soybeans, so we might actually do that. But before we do, we got a couple little housekeeping things to do and a couple fun new jobs to do. We did just buy this new little tree planter and a couple pine trees, so hopefully we can get a few of those planted. So we'll just take these down. But before we do plant the trees, that is, we're going to have to feed the cows. They go through so much food, but that's alright. We do have a fair bit for them. Wonder if we can just lift this up. Oh, we can. Nice. Didn't have to get a tractor out to take that off. And I guess it attaches to that side, it looks like. So maybe we'll do that. Is it smart to put the trees in right now? Feels like it is. Let's give that a shot. Maybe get both forks in. Alright. I did it so smooth the first time. I was impressed with myself, if I can be honest. Okay. Maybe let's try and line up a little bit straighter. Early morning pressure. Can he do it? Alright. Is that even... Ooh. Look at that. Okay, cool. Little scuff, but that'll do. I don't think we're definitely not going to use the JCB for this, but we do have it down here, and I'm going to shut off the truck because it is so loud. I maybe should have moved it out of the way, but that's alright. Whatever. Our bale fork is just over here, so we'll grab that. And I'm thinking, I don't know if there's anything left in the trailer. I don't think there is, the mixer, but we'll probably do 2 loads, just that way. I think it can only take 1 and a little bit, but then it has mostly a full mixer trailer to go back in the next time. So that should be the game plan for now. And if I open the doors and get this pulled out now, we can just load it up once I grab a couple bales. Yeah, that's an empty one. All right. Turn her on, and let's do it. Well, got the cows all fed up. Almost had the perfect cool guy exit there, but kind of biffed it. I did hit the side of the barn. Was kind of thinking, you know, cool guys don't look away from explosions. Well, I mean, they don't look away from car crashes either. They just keep going. Hold the camera steady. Alright, well, let's give this guy a shot. We got our little strips that we did kind of plow yesterday with our bush cutter. We'll turn this guy on, lower him, and see how she goes. We don't want to go too fast. And I figured, why not use this tractor? It is kind of nice and small, and it can do the job, so why not? Give the other tractors a little break,
And this one's cool. I really like him. Little flappy exhaust. Super cool. Kind of old school. I don't even know if these trees are going in the ground. I hope they are. I don't know. I don't see any. I feel like we're doing something wrong again. Alright, I finished reading the user's manual, and looks like we're getting it going now. They're dropping down. We can see it happening. I was kind of skeptical before, but I was definitely lost in my own voice, I'm not gonna lie. Well, they're not perfectly centered, but hey, we're learning. Can we get one? No. Oh, I feel like we could drop one more off, but that's alright. I don't know if we plant them all at the same time. That seems kind of reckless. I was kind of thinking a slow, kind of similar job like the cows. Just plant them months apart, and then they'll be growing on different cycles, essentially, and then we can grow them down differently. I don't know if it'll matter in the end, but yeah, that was kind of the game plan there. We definitely do need to get some shelves or something like that around here, because we got a lot of just loosey-goosey stuff. We'll have to clean up in a little bit, but we got lots to do today. I don't even know where to put this John Deere. I guess we can just leave him hooked up to this for now, and we can put it all away later. I retract my earlier statement. We are going to continue using this tractor for now. I totally forgot. We didn't give these guys any more water, so we're going to have to do that. And we also forgot to put some water into our maple syrup production, so it's really not even doing anything just yet. Alright, well, we are back onto the other side of our farmyard. This place looks good. You know, after it's kind of been a day, you know, after you rearrange something and you're not sure if it looks good or not, and then you gotta leave the room and come back or wake up the next day and forget you did it, and it's like, oh yeah, you know what, that does look nice. So it's looking pretty good here. I know we do have a water refill over here, but we did refill it back on the other side, because why not? So we'll get this filled up. It looks like it's got a couple big exterior water tankers, so it should hold a fair bit, but it's nice having an extra refill just right beside us here. Alright, yeah, that works so well. We can just fill it up and from the water tanker and transfer it right over super easily. So we'll just make sure our syrup is actually going here. Get that activated. 2 water, 1 syrup. We'll see how it goes. Looks like, yeah, we have about halfway full, so could stand to put a little bit more in there and just get it all the way topped up. That way we don't have to worry about it for now, because we only do have the 1 trailer. And then since we're kind of looking at our production chains here, we do have manure in the mix, so that is something we want to try and get to today. We figured we would actually use those roll-off bins, which is actually kind of ironic, because I think just last month or the other month when I bought them, I was saying, hey, maybe, you know, we'll use it for manure, but probably not, just kind of jokingly. And sure enough, that seems to be the case. Looks like we do have our first pallet of honey too, which is awesome. Delicious, sweet honey. Jenny. Alright, we'll get back. We still got lots of stuff to do, and our fields are looking really good. You can definitely tell the 2 different crop types now, whereas like last time when we looked just the other month, it was hard to tell the difference. They were both looking very much the same. And then, of course, we have our fields that are nicely limed up and pretty much ready to go to get seeded. And it is the first month where we can plant both canola and soybeans. So I think those might be what we do next. No, not even canola. Sorry, sorghum. Some red top. Why not? So I guess we should probably get to that. Try and get it planted as early as we can into our planting season. We'll just park over here. And you know what? It's been a long time since we've washed the truck. The windshield is horrific. That looks actually a little bit better. Doesn't need to get a full wash. It is a working vehicle. You can hang out there. And we'll hop in old Johnny boy. How's it going, son? Or should I say, Daddy? He's pretty big. I guess we don't need our front loader right now either. And it probably is irresponsible of us to drop off our front loader here, but we're gonna do it anyways. Alright, we'll get this unfolded, and then we will start planning. We do have sorghum loaded up right now, so we'll plant that in this part of the field, because I'm not sure how much it really sells for, and or we're going to need it. I guess we could maybe use it for chickens if we do end up getting chickens, but yeah, it'll kind of just be a little bit of a tester. And I guess it doesn't hurt to leave a little strip. I don't know, but maybe I'll readjust. It might bother me. Nailed it! Let's get this field done. Such a lovely day, the start of May. So close to getting that last strip done all in one pass. I thought we had it. We definitely would have if we were utilizing the full width of this thing, the entire field. But we are still adjusting to it. I think we did pretty good, all things said and done. We kind of even avoided that one branch. We didn't just like mow right over it, so that's nice. We do have a bunch of kind of random little branches like that laying around that we probably should get cleaned up at some point and probably just turn into wood chips, sell those, make a little bit of money. Wouldn't hurt. We'll just get this one last little strip done and then probably move on just straight up to our next field. I believe we do have some help coming out, just like a farmhand. At this point I think we just need to like hire somebody, not quite full-time, but just for when we need them. So yeah, they're going to be coming out today and getting some work done and planting this field for us, which will let us do some other stuff because we're going to be working right alongside them, mowing some grass. Because we're starting to run low on some hay, and the sun is shining. It's kind of the first chance we get this season. And I did order some seeds from the store, so I believe they dropped them off while we were planting that last field. So hopefully they're here by now. Yeah, it looks like they stacked up a bunch right there. So I did ask for a fair bit, and then they can just kind of refill it once we end up using some. So that hopefully that'll be kind of a better system than having to run back to the store all the time and having to get loaded up there. Alright, we are all loaded up. And I think, yeah, we're going to do soybeans in this other field because that was what originally was in our field when we took over the property, so we may as well. And I believe we made a good amount of money from it. I want to say like 100,000, and I don't even think that was a great yield for that size of field. Yield for the size of the field. So that being said, this field has been pretty taken care of, I think. I mean, it is double fertilized. We just made it. Yeah, it's got lime. It's got no stones. So it should be pretty good. We might have to throw some herbicide on. I don't know. Maybe. I'm hoping not. Because we just made the field, so there shouldn't really be any weeds growing. And yeah, so we'll see how much we get from this one. But I'm thinking this one will just be kind of a pure money crop that we do end up selling. So that's kind of the game plan with this one. I am just going to kind of do some of these weirder areas, just that way our buddy doesn't get tripped up too much. But I mean, then again, who knows? They've done some weird things in the past. Alright, that should be fine. I don't know. I think last time we started them from the other side of the field, and they ended up just kind of going this direction, and then calling it a day. So I'm hoping if we start him from this side, he'll go down there and finish it up for us. But, you know, that's just would be the logical thing to do. That doesn't seem to always happen around here, does it? Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what we're going to end up doing. As far as, like, I don't think we're going to make a new field just yet. We got too much other stuff to do, but maybe, perhaps next winter, we'll do kind of a similar thing that we did with this field and make a new grass field. That way there's no weeds and bushes and that sort of thing. So, we could probably get this guy dropped down. Jeez, that is loud. Come on now. No, why do I keep folding it up? That's not... Randy, you know better, man. Oh, boy. The grass really isn't all that long, but it is something. Real weak. Real weak swath. Man, oh boy. That's okay. I don't even know how much of this area we're going to do, but I think it might be worth doing a fair bit if we don't have that much to cut, like if the grass isn't that tall. But we do have a lot of space back here. It really does sprawl out, so that's nice. But yeah, we can kind of just cut a strip. I don't know, nothing too wild for now. We just want to make a little bit of hay, and I guess we can maybe just leave some of it out to dry. Jeez. You know, I can't really drive this straight right now, but it doesn't seem to matter because you're just mowing grass. Well, that wasn't too bad. It's a bigger area than you think. I initially thought it wasn't going to be that big at all, but it is a fair size, so that's pretty good. Alright. Well, looks like we're pretty much finishing up at the same time as our buddy over there. So that's pretty good. And he's even doing the kind of little extra bit of the field that I thought we would end up having to do ourselves. So that's a bonus, in my opinion. We'll get our teddy boy put away. And then I guess we can put our fertilizer, or our seeder rather, away as well. And maybe just leave Case here, as we do occasionally. Squeeze out of our shed, Randy. Not as easy as it once was to pull into our shed. Can we make it? Slow with the approach. Coming into the side entrance. Interesting maneuver. Can he cut the corner without hitting the post? I don't think he can. Oh no, he actually hit another machine instead. Oh, but he makes the corner! Unreal. Oh, cool. That worked. Alright, we're going to pull in here and try and load up some manure. Oh man, this is such a big trailer. Jesus, Randy. As I was saying, before I so rudely interrupted myself, we're just going to load up this roll-off bin with some manure like we joked about and then we kind of got serious about. So we're going to use it for our greenhouses. And the ones that were previously just running off water can now, well, be running off seed and manure, which is awesome, because then those will be producing a lot more than they currently are, which is going to mean a lot more pallets and stuff to load up. But ultimately, it'll end up being more money, which means we can buy a better trailer for the pallets, and then it's a non-issue. So I'm thinking this is the best way to go about it. We do obviously have our grain trailer, which I did consider as an option, but it's, I don't know, I don't really want to put manure in a trailer I'm going to be putting grain in, whereas if I put it in one of these big steel bins, I can wash it out after, and it's probably just going to get used for firewood or sawdust or maybe lime or something like that, which is just going to be going back on the fields instead of potentially in people's mouths. So that's a lot better. So we'll get the rest of this loaded up, and seems like it's being kind of finicky. That's alright. It's doing us pretty well, and not sure how much we'll really end up getting from this. Oh my, Randy. No, yep. Why? You dropped the poop on the ground, Randy. Come on, man. Alright, that's a bit better. Looks like there's some spillage by the silage. Hey, all these little rhyme things popping up. Spillage by the silage. I don't know what the other one was, but I swear there was one this morning. Alright, let's get this finished. Alright, that was not too bad. Oh, want to leave that off. But we do want to turn off the lights, Randy. So we do have a fair amount in there. It's not a whole lot, but I mean, it's just going into greenhouses, and they're not that large, so it should last us a fair amount. Like, the seed and fertilizer we initially had put in our greenhouses, like when we first got them, are still going strong. We have had to top them up with water, I think, but I don't even think they were empty. So, they definitely are very profitable, and have treated us well. So, I believe it is these first two that do not have anything in them, so we'll get these loaded up. If you don't run into the water tanker, Randy, you gotta cut the corner, bud. So I think we will just put this entire first load into, yeah, that first one. And then the next one can go into the one after that. So that should work out pretty well. And I'm curious, is this one out of water? They're looking a little bit not alive. No, they got lots. They got lots. They're just doing potato things. Yeah, see, look at that. So I guess we should add some seeds to them. And then instead of tomatoes, we could do seeds, manure, and tomatoes. So what's the yield difference? We get 64 instead of 1. 1 to 1. 24 to 64. I feel like that's more than 3. But almost, roughly 3 times. Okay. So yeah, that definitely seems worth it. And I believe we have some seed just over there. And we do have fertilizer as well that we could always just throw in the other ones to make sure they're rolling. And once they're done, we can switch that over to manure as well. And we probably will have a lot more by that time. So that's pretty good. We should probably get this bin washed up because it's probably going to be pretty disgusting. Oh my god. It's all so very heavy. Yeah. We're good. It's the farm truck. It's made to have a dent or two, you know? Alright, let's get this washed. Alright, that wasn't so bad. And I guess we can probably place this bin back where we found it. That might be smart, hey? Because then we can get those old logs loaded up at some point and start turning that into more wood chippies. We do have some more logs to chop into firewood, but yeah, we don't have a whole lot of more trees to cut down. I mean, that's not true. We do have a lot of trees to cut down, but not ones that we really want to cut down. We want to try and be eco-friendly as we can. I guess I didn't really need to get that deep into this spot. Well, that's alright. This is pretty good. Wonderful. Get that dropped off. Get that folded back up. And yeah, we do have all of our lime in the other one, which I guess we could sell if we really wanted to. And I don't really want to park this back in here, but I mean, what can you do? We definitely need some more storage. But hey, maybe we'll check out online, see if there's anything cool we could buy. Alright, we got about 1,000 liters in there. We just threw in a bunch of bags. Since, well, we can actually carry those ones. They're not too heavy, unlike the big bags, which are absolutely massive. So we threw in about 1,000 liters there, and we'll just refill about another 1,000 liters, because we could have put 2,000 in at once, but it's just the trailer dumps them so fast. It's kind of tough to stop it at the right time. Awesome. And this definitely isn't, dang it, Randy, that's twice. Do I not like this one or something? So, yeah, that's definitely not the ideal trailer to load all this stuff up in. But maybe we can get something like a little John Deere Gator. That would be kind of fun. And useful. I think it's got a little tipper trailer attachment on the back. It's got lots of little goodies that we could use it for around the farm. So that could be useful for up here. Never really thought about that, but yeah, no, that could definitely be useful for up here. Hey, I thought I was dumping you off, guy. Alright, let's get that done. We will get this guy dropped off. been pretty useful once again. And we've had a productive day so far, honestly. We've gotten some trees planted for the first time. We've gotten soybeans planted. We planted sorghum as well. We can kind of look in to start maybe getting some chickens pretty soon. Our crop is going to be ready to harvest, I think, next month, which is really exciting. Really exciting. So, looking forward to that for sure. But for now, this is going to be it. We're going to go inside and grab some lunch. We'll be back at it for the rest of the afternoon in the next episode. Probably try and get this lawn mowed. Really looking forward to using our little Amazon mower over there, and possibly go get a John Deere Gator. That would be really exciting. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, can't wait to see you. All right. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.